Well, I got these two instruments on eBay, and I thought they'd be radioactive because apparently they're from 1940s. Although this looks like it was repaired, and a date on this one says 1945, I believe, and this one is a repair also, and the date on this one is from 1943, but apparently no radioactivity, and we're going to see because here's my gamma spectrometer. My background radiation here in my house is actually kind of high, so we got like 5.36 counts per second, but we're going to put it on the dial and nothing on there. We're going to put it on this one, and nothing. So these are kind of duds. Well, you can't really guarantee when you buy something you don't know. You try to do the research. It should be, but it's not. And if they used radium, that's half-life, I don't know, 100,000 years or something. It may not glow in the dark anymore, but nothing. So what I'm going to try to do is clean these, take them apart, at least clean the glass and the outside, and see what I can do. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. Alrighty. Well, by taking off 4 tiny screws, here's 2 of them here, and that were on the back here, 4, and this goes on the front here. I was able to take that off. You really got to pry it, get a very, very thin screwdriver like this, and just pry it off. So now I'm looking in here, and I think the glass will just pry off here. I'm going to try not to crack it. Let's see here if I can get it off. I'm going to have to work it around there. Well, let me do that and come back to you here then, okay. Well, what I found is there's a rubber ring so that you can get a small screwdriver flathead and just go around and loosen that up as you go around here. And yeah, and I'm going to try to get that off. So let me work on that and see how I do here. Okay. Well, it looks like the secret was to take out 4 screws on the back. See these little tiny screws? They actually have a little washer associated with it, a little lock washer. There's 4 of them. Take that off, and then you can open this up, and you can get to both sides. Clean the glass. You don't have to do all that prying in the front. So I really didn't have to take off that front part, but I still want to clean it anyhow there. So, all right, that's it. Let's continue the cleaning. Well, you can see the inside here. You can see that there's nice, very smooth movement in there. So I guess if we had this hooked up to the right voltage and the tachometer or whatever, to the engine somehow or other, it would work. But it looks pretty good inside there. So yeah, it does move quite well. Okay. Well, after a lot of cleaning, I mean, this lighting isn't really good here. This one hasn't been cleaned. This one has. So I don't know. You can see that in there up close. It's hard to tell, but this one's nice and clean glass. No problem. Now, if I could just figure out a way to put some low voltage back here, AI is going to have to help me out to get this to at least move. It doesn't have to be accurate, just to get it, if I have a little rheostat with 5 volts and just up it, down and back just to get this to move, that'd be pretty neat there. So I don't know, but there it is, nice and cleaned up. Worked out pretty good there. All right. We're going to try this other one here. Like I said, there's no screws on the back here around the edge, but there are screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I guess 5 screws. I'm going to try to take these off around the side, because in the back there's one big screw here and there's another one that's hidden underneath of this, which I'd have to get pliers to try to move it out of the way here. I'd have to move this one, because this way would be tightening and this way would be untightening here. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to try these screws first so we can get in and clean that glass, because it looks like it's smudged or something. I don't know. Okay, let's go. On this one, I tried everything. And, you know, I took all these screws out around here, tried to pull it off and pry it. It wouldn't. Then I found that there were 2 screws back here. A little hard to see. There's one here and there's one under here. This one I took out. It's a pretty long screw, so that came out easily. But this one, I could unscrew it a bit, but this was blocking it coming out. So I took this blue portion off. I can take that off. Well, I have it tightened on there now. But still, this is in the way here. So I figured, well, I'll unscrew this guy here. And I tried and tried and tried. I just had back surgery recently and still recuperating from that. And so my strength is down. But no matter how hard I tried with different pliers, I could not loosen that. I even sprayed in, you know, that stuff you spray to loosen up things, and sprayed all that in there and everything. Couldn't do that. So I figured, well, I'll take this portion off of here, and that'll give me an opening. Sprayed that too. Couldn't get that. You can see some marks from the pliers on here. That's on there. So I'm going to have to get a cheater rod about 2 feet long to get that off. So I said, well, that's a lost cause. So I screwed that back in, and cleaned the outside and said, well, the glass is not too dirty. I'll just clean the outside. So I cleaned the outside, and it looks pretty decent there. The inside's pretty good. So good enough for now. I have a project envisioned in my mind when I fully recuperate from my surgery in another month or so. I can get back to my power tools and make something out of this. There's going to be 2 of these and then an altimeter clock up top I want to make. But anyhow, so I just have to, there's a little old tape and stuff. I have that orange stuff, to put on there. I have to work on that to get that old sticky stuff off. But yeah, not too bad here. So, all right, there you go. Okay, so much for that. So much for that for the 2 guys here. So, like I said, it's good enough. Not radioactive though. Nothing radioactive. Okay.